What's up, everyone? I've been helping a buddy work on a full restoration on a 1968 Ford Thunderbird. This is the 4-door. I'm going to be doing rear lower control arms, and let me show you what we got. Alright, so here's the rear lower control arms. They're from PMT Motorsports. They run about 280, and they're a heck of a lot stronger and better than the factory OEM ones. So we're going to throw these on. On the driver's side, it looks like when it was towed at some point, or I don't know if they hit something, but the driver's side one was bent. We were going to put on a new aftermarket additional sway bar on it, and we got to it and, well, couldn't do it. Too bent, had to be replaced, so the owner of the vehicle wanted to upgrade them a little bit, so we're going to get these snazzy things on there. Let me get under there and I'll show you the bent one and show you what we were dealing with. Yeah, so if you can see that, it's bent pretty good in there. So we're going to go ahead and replace that, and I'm going to show you what it's entailed to it. Looks like a pretty simple job. The other side's just fine, but it was, I think, cheaper to actually go this route with an aftermarket than trying to find a stock one, and these are going to be a lot stronger. So we're going to go ahead and get these wheels off and get right back. Alright, so we got the wheels off on both sides. We are going to have a video and be doing this at a later point, but we're going to be doing a rear drum brake to disc brake conversion on this same car. So we've already started tearing it down. The other side is already completely tore apart. And we've already, in order to remove that backing plate, you actually have to pull the axle, which is just those 4 bolts there. But anyways, we got the wheels off. We got some penetrating lube here on the bolts that go to the lower control arm. And if you can see this hole here, there's a nut there, and then your bolt comes in over here next to the emergency brake cable. Well, there's actually another emergency brake cable that comes through this hole, but that cable was toast, so we had already yanked that out of there. It does get in your way. You might be able to squeeze a wrench in there. It's 13/16 if I remember right. On both sides, but we had to get that. We got that cable out of our way and make it a little bit easier. So, if you have the tool to release that without messing up your cable, it's easier if you can take that cable out. But yeah, 13/16 I believe is the bolt and the nut, and that's going to be on both sides there. But basically, we're going to run these bolts out. Make sure when you do this, we're gonna have to put a jack under the diff, because that is what's holding everything up. We're gonna have to put some jack stands or something under the axle tubes, because once we remove this, we're gonna do one side at a time, because I mean, well, that's basically what's holding everything in place. So we'll figure it out. But yeah, just gotta start removing these bolts, and we'll put one lower control arm in at a time. Alright, we got that bolt out. We chose to do this side first. It doesn't matter which one you can do. You can do the back or you can do the front. We chose to do the front because it's a lot harder. It's 13/16, I verified that. Both sides. And then this one Have not checked the size, so we'll check that real quick. But we'll go ahead and pull this bolt out here, and then drop this bent lower control arm, probably from that 429 Cobra Jet. Okay, probably not, probably from being towed, but still.
Push on.
Don't poop. You want to use the impact?
Yeah.
What? No more classic auto?
No more classic auto.
Oh,
Let's
okay.
go to mechanics auto.
Okay. I'll go ahead and get that impact now.
Yeah.
Okay, so the inside where he's got the wrench is 13/16. The outside is 7/8 on this car. I don't know what yours is, but this one is with that setup. Okay.
Now back to classic auto.
Yeah.
No, just tap it.
Okay. Let's get my mouse.
Okay.
Now this bolt, the threads is like, I don't know, little over ½ inch in. So I'm gonna go ahead and use my hammer and smack that bolt out. Just like that. And we'll wiggle her out the other side and drop this arm. There she is. Junk is out. Okay. Before you put this in, because once it's in there, you're not going to get to the front grease zerk. You can wait to do the rear when it's in the vehicle, but might as well, we're already here, might as well grease it. So we're going to go ahead and grease these before we put it on. Oh, there it is. And let's check the other side. That's out the other side. That means it's good to go. We'll do the other one, and then throw this thing in there. And also, this kit, they're not side specific. Just, I guess, pretty much sticker placement. If you want the sticker on the outside or the sticker on the inside. But yeah, let's go ahead and grease this other one and throw it in there. Slide this in here, maybe. All right, looks good in there. We'll get these lined up. Get the bolt in. And then tighten the bolts up. She'll be good to go. Oh, look at that. Isn't it pretty? Pure muscle.
Made in USA, America.
America. Alright, well, we got those bolts in. Everything's tightened up on this side. So we'll move the jack. We put it on the axle tube is what we did, closer to this side, and we did this side first. We're going to go to the other side, so we're going to move the jack over to the other side of the axle and do it over there. If you have jack stands, you can just alleviate moving the jack around and do it that way, but we've only got a couple here. The others are being used on other projects and everything. But yeah, so we'll go ahead and go to the other side, and it's going to be just like this side. So we'll go ahead and throw it together and show you what it looks like finished. But yeah, on this car we've done some added additional shocks, coilovers, and we did yeah, kind of hard to see. We did some upgraded springs, and actually, if you could see that, inside of the spring is like a Monroe shock with an additional spring, and it looks real good under here. So yeah, it's just kind of some of the suspension work we've been working on, but we'll go ahead and throw that other lower control arm on the rear and show you what it looks like when it's done. All right, check it out. Got it all bolted up. Remember to grease the certs before you put it in there, because you won't be able to reach that front grease cert when it's inside on this car. But this back when you can. But yeah, pure muscle. PMT Motorsports. I'll make sure I get a link in there. But it looks good. Yeah, I'd say this car is gonna ride like a dream. Here's a better shot of the car. He's got fenders on. Still got a lot of interior work to do, but I'm gonna try to get some more videos out of this car. Unfortunately, I didn't do one on the front suspension work. I wish I would have, but and even those additional shocks and springs. I don't know what order these videos are going to come out in, but we do have an additional sway bar that we're going to be putting on this thing that actually bolts to the lower control arms. Not to these specifically, there's drilling involved, but I'm going to be doing that. And then I've got a disc brake conversion for this. It was originally drum. I'm going to do a video on that. So I don't know which order the videos are going to come out, but at least I got a couple videos there coming for it. But unfortunately, we did the tear down on this, on the front end of the headlights and everything. It's all vacuum operated, and it if you've dealt with these before, the vacuum operated takes forever for the headlights to work, and we're gonna get rid of which it looks like he's already pulled the tank out.
Yeah.
But we went to electronic here, and it's fast. So I won't be able to do, I don't know, maybe I can come up with something. But yeah, this car's turning out real good. So I'll see what I can get for you. Hopefully those lower control arms, this video will help you out a little bit. Sorry it's taken so long to get a video for this week out. I might not be able to make up for it this weekend. At least this one will come out for you guys. So make sure to subscribe and click that like button. And till next time, see you guys.